Even those of you I don't know.
Yeah, you too, Sydney. Stay.
Hey.
She should stay, Ralph. Tell her how have her stay.
Oh, yeah. No, come on, Sid.
Yeah, well, she's got she just took the dog out and the dog's paws are
Oh,
muddy. And so
Yeah.
she's got to clean them off, I guess.
Anyway.
You seen our dog?
Yeah, you gotta get the dog up here, yeah.
Here's the one. I don't know if you can see her.
Oh, yeah. What kind of dog is that?
Airedale.
Airedale.
Oh, wow. What's his name?
This is Numa. Don't ask us why. It came with the dog.
Oh, is that like a rescue dog or?
No, it belonged to a couple that the lady was going through a separation with her husband, and she and her daughter were moving out of the house, and they were moving in an apartment. They couldn't take the dog with them. So we went through a screening, and we got screened all right.
there's Carrie. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, Carrie.
Hi.
Hello.
Carrie, do you remember Bill Bradley?
Oh, yes, I do.
That's Bill up there. That's Carrie. That's John.
Hi,
Davis.
Carrie. So nice to see you.
I don't see Bill yet. I must
can
have
see
done
you.
something wrong. Oh, hi, Bill. Is that Bill right there?
Hi, Carrie.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Where's John?
John's down in his
Fine.
man cave.
Where's,
Get him up here.
I'd already told him once that you
The
had called and you were telling us to get on. So hang on and I'll go see if I can drag him up, okay?
Hey, I have our old book here, from our last reunion. There, I have a number for Frank Whalen if somebody wants to call it. Any gentlemen?
God, I got distracted when we were talking about that. Go ahead.
Okay, it's area code 719-676-3503. Oh, is he getting it? I thought he said he's ready.
All right, I'll call right now.
Okay, ready, Ralph?
Okay,
Okay.
let's do it again.
Okay, area code 719-676-3503.
Mhm. 676.
Now, that's the number that I have in that book we had from our class reunion in 10 years ago. Was it that long ago?
Yeah,
Oh, dear.
It was.
September 2000 and
Oh, hello.
that's my bookie calling.
Oh,
Well, that number is no longer in service.
okay, all right. Well, I'll scratch that one off. That's the only, and I'm sure Mary Beth.
Station calls of any kind. Thank you.
That's a coincidence. This one rang here. Somebody did. Yeah.
That's
I'm
do you
supposed to
have
be
any
coming up.
information on Jim LaFoe?
Jim LaFoe.
Anybody?
Last I heard him.
Yeah.
Boulder.
Jim LaFoe, I used to have some information, but I don't know what I did with it.
Okay. Good. The last time I saw Frank, Jim was with him.
Oh, okay.
They went to Boulder to school together.
oh, wow.
Uh-huh.
That's right.
And Frank came home and Jim stayed, and I wondered what happened to him.
Yeah, last I heard he was a pharmacist. And
Oh, I heard that too.
Yeah, he was a pharmacist up in not Arvada, Aurora. Mhm.
Okay.
I looked up Mary Beth's number and it's the same as for Frank, so no use calling that.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a
Shoot.
good sign.
Yeah.
They have the same phone number.
Interesting thing is they moved into my dad and his wife bought a townhouse, and then my dad had to go in a nursing home. He couldn't manage. And so after he passed away,
no. Not you.
Frank and Mary Beth bought their place.
Oh,
Oh,
So it's off of Pueblo Boulevard in Pueblo. Yeah, nice place. Very nice.
I
there's
see John
John.
Davelin's here.
Yeah.
Hi, John.
Hey, John.
Hello,
get-
John.
Merry
get-
Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah.
You look the
Yeah.
same as you always did.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
All of you Dave lines look alike. You look just like your dad, who looked just like his dad, I remember.
Yeah, I said the same thing, Bill.
You remember that,
Yeah.
Yvonne?
Yeah. Yep.
Where are you, John?
We are in Hutchinson, Kansas. We've been here about
Hutchinson?
45 years.
Wow.
I retired about 10, 12 years ago from the chamber. And I'm currently on the city council and doing my gig there for a while. So anyway, life is good.
So you'll be
Good.
mayor pretty soon then, right?
I have been mayor twice already. so,
Wow.
right.
That's good.
Yep. You won't be able to be on it any longer after he gets finished with this term.
Yeah, I'm termed out anyway.
Yep.
It's been a good experience and glad I've done it. So yeah.
Hey, Ralph, what's your brother doing now that he retired?
Yeah, it's interesting. He was, got a job with, it was called Ensign Drilling. They were oil drilling outfit out of Canada. And he was their transportation safety manager. And then the management called him in and said, how would you like to be oil field safety manager? So it's like, he's been in, North Dakota and South Dakota and California and Texas and Oklahoma and all around. And then finally, they just called him in about, I think it was about 2 months ago. And he called me up and said, well, it happened. I said, what? He said, they laid me off. And it was just that way. And he said, not only that, he said, but the guy who laid me off said, I'm just letting you know because right after we hang up, I'm laid off. So pretty much, at home now, but he was going to the state patrol, I guess he called it the old geezers meetings
Yeah.
in Golden.
Oh, I hadn't been to one of those in a couple of years, so I've missed him there.
Yeah,
When I did
well,
go.
he hadn't been going and then he just started and he was sorry he'd been missing all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now you can't do it because of the COVID, so
yeah,
later on they'll get going again. Where does he live?
Longmont.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they've been up there ever since he was transferred from Steamboat.
Okay.
And
Well,
he-
there's, you just described what's happening a lot in the oil field business
Mhm.
because I taught defensive driving to the oil industry for
Yeah.
7 years, and it just pretty well started shutting down, even up in Canada.
It did, it's, and that's pretty much what has happened there. He was
Yeah.
showing me, sent me a picture of these rigs that they were bringing into the yard.
Yeah.
And he had, I think it was 14 of them. The masts were down on them. And he said each one of them worth between 30 and $35 million.
Wow.
And he said some of them aren't going to go back out in the field. So it's just a sign of the times,
Yes.
you know.
Tell him I said hello.
I sure will. I sure will. Yeah, we keep in touch pretty well. And then my older brother, John, younger than me still, but see, he's retired from the federal government. He was in, what does he call it? Something is, anyhow, it's like the CIA.
Yeah.
And he was in fact, he was just telling me the last time that we were talking that his one gal that he'd been working with is a spy handler now for the CIA. And she's got six or eight spies. And now she's in charge of the spy handlers. So I'm going, that's beyond my, don't understand that at all.
It doesn't sound like anything I'd like, but
I know, no. Well, he liked it, pretty well, and he'd been all over the world.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Radish.
so,
No, you can ask him.
I got your phone number, Ralph, from Ron, and I have to give you a call one of these times.
okay.
catch
do
up.
it. Now, where are you living now?
We're east of Parker.
Oh, are you?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, shoot, that's not that far away. It's
no, it isn't.
just down the road. I go by Parker all the time when I go to DIA.
Oh,
Now, where
yeah.
is Parker from Colorado Springs?
Hmm?
Where is Parker from Colorado Springs?
It's north and east a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of east of Castle Rock, would you say? Kind of northeast? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Was
Yeah.
Parker there when I lived in Colorado? Was Parker there at that time? I don't remember that name.
Little farm.
It was there, but it was a very small town, and in recent years, it's just blossomed and grown like crazy.
Yeah.
We've been here 7 years, and we thought the growth was probably over, but we were wrong.
Yeah.
It's really
Oh,
grown
yeah.
a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, my son-in-law, my middle daughter's husband, got out of the Air Force, and he was in special operations. And after 22 years, decided to call it quits. And so he got a job as a police officer in Parker,
Mhm.
and went through the law enforcement academy and got that all taken care of. And he was there for about a year and a half and decided that he was going to become a government contractor. So now he's doing pretty much what he was doing when he was in the Air Force. You know, but he takes off for 6 months, then he's back for 6 months.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the money is very good, but it's kind of a strain on the family too, so. But yeah, it's interesting.
All right, Carrie, get your pretty face in there. There you go.
No. John will move it over to me, and he doesn't need to do that. I want him to be on.
Well, why don't you sit closer together and you can both be on?
Well, and I
There
keep
you
telling
go.
There you
him
go.
he ought to do it on his phone too. See, and we could each use our own phone. And, then, but he doesn't want to. He doesn't like to show his face for some reason. He's just a cutie here.
This is-
John, how long have you guys been married?
In January, it'll be 58 years.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Are you kidding?
Everybody,
January.
I'm gonna
be-
interrupt. My
yeah.
wife Carolyn just appeared on the scene. Carolyn,
Oh, hi, how are you?
Caroline,
Hey, Carolyn.
And
Nice
you've
to
been
meet you
married-
all.
You've been married 55 years, right?
I think so.
So 58 and 55, we've been married 48.
Either
Yeah.
my age or the years
She
married.
hasn't kicked me
She's
out
not
yet, but it
counting.
shouldn't be long, so anyway. You got
So
an extra
Bill,
room there,
are
Ralph,
you-
in case?
Bill, are you still in
I said,
Pueblo?
If she hasn't
Or
kicked me out yet, but if she does, do you have an extra? room
no,
I can
we're
stay?
in Littleton,
Yeah, we got it.
you're where?
I'll stay with the dog, all right?
Littleton.
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 Oh, okay. Right.
Wow.
We've lived
So
here
have you
longer
been
than we
there?
lived anywhere else.
Have you been
So
there
this is home.
ever since you got out of college and all?
We lived in Pueblo for 2 years after college. And then we moved up to Colorado Springs, and then changing jobs and moving was a way of life for a
Do you
while.
live up here?
Ended up
You live
here.
in Spring?
Mhm.
We've been in this house for about 24 years,
Mhm.
and
22 in the last house in Littleton, so we've been here a long time.
Mhm.
It's home. And then the kids are all here. Our kids all live in Littleton and our grandkids live in Littleton, so we're staying put.
It's
That's
kind of a
what I-
short commute.
Do it.
Well, you were asking about Jim LaFoe. The last time I heard, he had retired and was living in Centennial.
Centennial, that's right around here.
That's what I had heard, but it's been a number of
Okay.
years back. Yeah.
Did you say that Jim LaFoe and Frank are good friends? Frank Whalen?
Well, we're in college.
Oh, the reason that's interesting
Both got,
because Jim LaFoe used
baseball
to be the pitcher and
scholarships
Frank
right
was the
there.
catcher. If I recall.
Frank
the
was a
baseball team.
catcher and Jim was a pitcher.
Mhm.
And I think they both had scholarships. to
Oh,
CU.
wow. Oh, I didn't realize that, yeah.
And Jim, I think, stayed for 4 years and played whole time. Frank, I think Frank missed Mary Beth more than anything, and he went back to Pueblo and I got married, I think, shortly after.
That was the story.
They've been married a really long time.
Yeah. Wow. Well, how long, let's see, how long have Frank and Mary Beth been married?
They got married about a year.
I'm
I
not
think
sure,
they-
but I'll bet it's
I
over 50
think they got
years.
married about a year before we did.
So they've been married 59
Okay.
years
Okay.
Could be.
That'd be about right.
or
Mhm.
58? Oh, wow. Yeah. I was a late bloomer. I've been married 48. So, yeah.
The way
If
it
you'd
goes.
asked me earlier, I would have got married
yeah.
sooner, but you know how that is, man. I mean, you
Yeah,
know.
you didn't meet her as soon as John met me.
Oh, that's,
No,
well, yeah.
no,
You guys met in what, sophomore year of high school?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
started dating freshman, sophomore year, I think.
Wow.
no.
Yeah.
And then off
Carrie,
and on.
you still sing? Carrie, you
What?
still sing? Do
Sing?
you still sing? Yeah. Like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Only in my mind. I don't want anybody to hear me because
I
I have
got a
a
feeling that's an
horrible
inside
voice.
joke.
my voice
As,
has
as
changed.
long ago as that was, I still remember you singing that
I
song.
was in the first grade.
in
Do you remember that?
Second or
I
third
think we were in the
grade.
first
something like
grade
that.
at St. Francis.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
And I especially liked my elf
That's a cute
shoes.
way of singing it.
It was funny. I was scared to death. Oh. Do you remember the standpipe? Bill? He doesn't remember it.
Oh, gosh, yes, in Minical Heights. Oh, yeah.
We used to walk over there to the standpipe, climb
It's
climb the
been gone. They
steps.
tore it down and built houses there. That was kind
Oh,
of,
really? Yeah, well, I haven't been there for a long time because my folks left Pueblo and moved to Arizona, and so we didn't go back over by where I grew up. So we just went over by John's folks, and so, but
Carrie, where is the Sarah now?
Sarah is in Denver.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, her address is Westminster. But anyway, yeah, she finished her nursing after she had her kids. She was a registered nurse. She started that before and then she quit because she had a boyfriend, you know, and all that jazz. But yeah, after she had a couple of the kids, then she went back to school and became a registered nurse and enjoyed it. And she's retired now. And her husband, Ole Swanson, died probably about 20 years ago.
He was about 50.
He was 52,
52,
I think.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So pretty
Yeah,
young.
he was about 52. He just had a massive heart attack. He was a bus driver and he just was driving the bus and just going onto a ramp and he just slumped over and died. And luckily they had another guy that was a driver that was getting a ride to go back to take his bus somewhere. And so he was the one that was able to get a hold of the bus and keep it going and pull it over to the stop and contact emergency. So, yeah, it is a shocker.
Yeah, that's young,
Mm-hmm.
young.
Yeah.
I know I've said it a billion times. I'll say it one more. I never have, I don't now, and I will never take anything for granted. I mean, with the way this world is, it could happen like that.
Yes.
All
Oh,
these
yeah.
hopes and dreams you have are gone. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
and God only knows the year 2020, and if you don't remember that, you won't remember anything. Can you imagine the kids
yeah.
in, let's
for
say,
sure.
anywhere from the first through maybe the 9th, 10th, 12th grades, what they're going to be thinking about 10, 12 years from now? This has to have an effect in Montgomery County, with the exception of the private schools. those kids haven't been inside of a classroom since March 13th. I mean, imagine if we were in the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th grade and you haven't been to class, you lose, what am I trying to say? There's a certain stamina you build up by going to school every day, and you can't learn from home. You can't tell me that I could sit in front of a monitor and learn whatever it is I was supposed to learn as well as if you'd been in a classroom.
Nope, I don't think you can.
One of my grandsons turned 13 yesterday, and I
And
gave
your
him a
birthday
card.
today. How about that?
Yes,
Yeah.
Her birthday is today.
Today.
Earl. Yeah.
but I took him
Says
a
she's
card.
50.
I took him a birthday card, and then I wrote, something inside, and I took it to him yesterday. And I always give them money. They seem to love money, and they're getting ready to go on vacation. But he picked up the card. I said, "Is something wrong?" And he goes, "I can't read cursive, Grandma." And I mean, I'm going, oh my gosh, that's so sad. They don't know how to read cursive.
Now,
I have a feeling you were gonna say
I've
that.
got a granddaughter that I found that out from last year at Christmas time. I wrote in all the grandkids' cards, and she's she gives it to her sister, Anna, who is about 2-3 years older than her, and she can read cursive. So it's just in that short time, because this one is 14 and the other one's 17, 18. So yeah, just in that short amount of time, they stopped
Teaching, and
doing cursive.
it's like must be a second language for them now.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know how they learn. I have to remember, I've got to remember to start printing when I
Yes.
send him cards or give him cards.
Mhm.
And, I thought about that when I gave it to him, and I thought, he knows how to read cursive. Didn't, wrong.
Well, we have a bathroom scale, just a regular one. You stand and the thing goes around. Our grandkids came over back before the Corona thing, and Sabrina said, "What is that?" And I said, "Well, it's a scale. You weigh yourself on it." They have digital something or other on there. I mean, think about that. Okay, it says here we have 10 minutes, so we'll go 9 and then start the next session up if everybody wants. So we have about 9 minutes left on this. But the simple things, cursive, looking at a scale. I have a watch here with the numbers on there, and I'm sure that they would look at that and go, on Facebook, they have a picture of one of the old rotary phones where you do it like this, and it shows kids around there and saying, they're asking all these questions about,
Well, it's the same way with even things that were taught in school that no longer exist are business classes.
yeah, that's true.
Typing,
Works on the first.
business machines, and mechanical drawing doesn't exist like it did. I taught it, and it's almost like it when CAD came in, everything was just, nobody wanted to do a manual drawing anymore. And so, yeah, it's totally changed.
Jeffrey was doing some English, and I said, "Can you diagram that sentence?" I never heard that word before. Conjugate a verb. My God, I go, you go, we go, you go, they go. They don't even know what you're talking about. Are you kidding me?
But yet, if you get stuck with your computer or with your smartphone or something, give it to them. They'll fix it for you.
Hey, my
They'll show you
5-year-old
how to use a
grandson has that
calculator.
stuff fixed right now, boy. That's right.
Yeah.
Here's a buck, kid. Get me a fail. It's already fixed. Yeah.
Terry and John, this is my wife, Linda. I don't know if you can see her well.
Hi, Linda. How are you?
Hi,
This is my wife,
Linda.
Janice.
Hi.
She was born in Kansas,
Oh,
and
Oh,
her maiden name was Hutchinson.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Gee,
they
what
live in
city did you live in?
oh,
They named the city after you, and John Daveline ran it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been a manager or something there.
well, to be,
Where did you grow up in Kansas, or where were you born?
liberal.
Oh, yeah, Liberal,
Okay.
Southwest Kansas, sure.
Yeah, very southwest corner.
Yeah,
But then
very good.
she-
Liberal BJ's.
I had a,
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
I had an aunt and uncle that lived in Liberal.
Oh,
What are their names?
The last name was Clausen, Clasen, Clausen. My
Hmm.
name was Carrie Clausen growing up, and there's was Philip and Viva Clausen.
Yeah.
He had a construction company.
I'll have to ask my parents if they knew that.
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
name. Yeah.
yeah, they
Now,
moved.
your first name is,
Linda.
oh, Linda,
Linda.
that's right.
I'm Linda.
See, I'll tell you what, that's a senior moment there.
Linda
What's your
tells
first
me
name?
that's, Linda tells me that's OA every time I do that.
Old age.
Well, you got it. I've been there. I am there. Yeah. Wow.
well, I was born in Kansas too. Even
Oh.
though I grew up in Colorado, I was born in Andale, Kansas.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
Good.
that one.
It's a good German Catholic community,
Just
small,
Just west of
Uh,
Wichita,
yeah. out
Oh,
by-
okay.
up by Colwich,
Colwich
Mount
and
Hope.
Mount
Yeah.
Hope
Yeah.
and Andale, yeah. That's
I
where
have
I
an aunt and
was born.
uncle in Waukene.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, up on I-70, sure,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
My sister lives in Wichita now. She has for years.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
She works for
Place to
Spirit.
be from.
Were all of you guys, well, I know were a lot of you born in Colorado? That you grew up there in
I
Pueblo?
was born in Nebraska, Omaha.
Oh, okay.
I was
I'm a
born in
Pueblo
Pueblo.
native.
Yeah, I'm Pueblo native, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, John is. I
was born from DC. My mother flew back from Kansas, the Air Force Base, just in time to get back to Washington, our home,
Yeah, her dad was in the Army,
Air Force.
Air Force, rather, yeah. Stationed in Kansas.
oh, okay.
So-
I was born in Missouri, and then we moved to Colorado when I was 6 months old. So
Oh, yeah.
that's always been my home, the Colorado,
Yep.
Pueblo. Love it out there.
Yvonne, how's your brother, Mike?
Mike passed away 2 years ago.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
Oh,
he had, oh my gosh, I always think I'm gonna not,
Yeah,
the opposite of white blood. When you have the white blood cell problem, he
oh, he
had
had a former leukemia.
a form, yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, he
leukemia,
had
yeah.
it for a couple
Didn't
years.
realize that.
Yeah, and it was sad. It was very sad, but he was a good
Oh.
guy.
Oh, yeah.
So funny. And he was a big influence on a lot of people in Lincoln. He was a fire
Mhm.
chief and
Yeah, I
and,
knew he was fire chief, right.
yeah, and he was he did a lot there, and he was and I was having a knee replacement when his wife had the memorial for him, so I didn't even get to go see. But
Oh.
heard from a lot of people. I was corresponding with a lot of people that when he passed. So
Mhm.
good guy. My younger
Yeah.
brother is
Yeah.
still
He is very
Yeah.
great guy.
very fun. That's why I asked you. He and
Enjoyed him in the
Sarah,
high school. I
yeah,
enjoyed him in high school, yeah.
they were fun. Yeah.
And my sister Sarah was born at St. Francis Hospital in Wichita.
Mhm.
And then my mom couldn't make it to the hospital, so I was born in my grandmother's house in Andale.
Oh my gosh.
And so my brother was a year, 13 months younger than me, and Dan, was born in my grandmother's house also, because mom couldn't make it to the hospital. So, and then when I was 3, that's when we moved to Colorado,
Okay.
to Pueblo. Mhm.
And Bill, you grew up in Pueblo then? You were originally from there?
Mhm. Yeah, I went to 5 or 6 different schools in Pueblo.
Wow.
I went to one for kindergarten, and then I went to St. Francis.
St.
Then
Francis,
I
and then
went
you
to
went
St. Therese,
to St. Therese.
Catholic High,
Were
Central.
you in St. Therese? Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah,
And then-
that's where I met you, John.
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Remember
So you
the
knew Father
skating
Warner,
parties?
right? Did you know Father Warnock? Wasn't he the,
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Monsignor
Oh, yeah.
Warner, oh, yes, right.
Monsignor Warnock, he was a character.
He was a character. Yes, he was, yeah. So,
Do you remember the skating parties
Oh, yeah,
at St. Trace?
yeah. Oh, yeah, in the gym. Yeah, I remember those really well. And square dancing. We did a lot of square dancing.
Square dancing, yeah.
Yeah,
have you seen the new church bill that they have built at?
I have.
Yeah, we have too. Yeah, right.
My dad watched that church get built. He had nothing else to do. He was retired and he would go by there almost every day and check on the progress. And one day the superintendent told him he
Yeah.
couldn't come in there anymore because he
Yeah.
didn't have a hard hat. And my
Oh,
dad just made this big scene with this guy and said, "You're not gonna tell an old man he can't go in his own church."
Good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And my
okay,
dad's funeral.
Jimmy,
was at
we're
that
gonna have to
church.
cut
That's the
off
last
now,
time I
and then
was
I'll get
there.
right back on in about 5 minutes. Is that okay? We're at 39 minutes and
I'm
20.
gonna have to sign off, guys, so.
Okay, yeah, so.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll make it back for
Okay.
the third one, but thanks so
We're gonna
much
have
for
to
letting
sign
me.
off.
The
Ron.
Yeah,
second
good.
Sunday of
Yeah.
Last
next
for a
month-
while. It's nice to see
Anytime.
the
everybody.
second Sunday of
Yeah.
next month, we'll have another one, okay? See if you
Okay.
get a hold of
Okay.
Frank Whalen, but anyway, about 5 minutes, I'll come back on.
Okay.
We have about
Okay.
20 seconds.
Okay.
Happy birthday, Yvonne.
Thanks,
Yes,
Bill.
Yeah,
happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Okay,
I know you were coming out to bake the cake,
bye.
but, yeah. All right, we'll be back about 5 minutes.
All right.
Seeing all of
Bye.
you.